Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. We are going to do, this is a special reading that I felt led to do in light of what's going on around the world right now. It's called COPE, and that stands for Covering Our Personal Energy. Anytime there's a situation like this, before we even look at what's going on out there, we need to be responsible for covering our personal energy before we even look outside of us to see what's going on. Because out of the heart are the issues of life. That's where our reality starts right here. So God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you for my friends born under the sign of Leo. Show us clearly. I'm going to pull 2 energy cards for our covering our personal energy, and I'm going to pull 1 for our personal economy. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly for Leo what energies will allow us to cover our personal energy. What energies should we focus on that would allow us to cover our personal energy and our personal economy? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what energy should we focus on. Guys, I'm sorry I have that on. I am going to turn it off. Sorry about that. So, covering our personal energy. We have conflict and defeat, and we have obstacles and challenges. And our personal economy, we have patience and planning. Okay, Leo. So before we do the clarifiers and dig into the message, we are going to pull an overall theme. Now, in the evenings, I generally do a daily mail, but middle of last week, I started doing a reset reading in the evening, and it's for the collective, and it's practical things we can do during this reset to reset ourselves. And the reason I'm doing this in your zodiac readings is because we all handle things differently. We all approach things differently based on our personality, right? So God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our friends born under the sign of Leo, the strength. Show us clearly what is the overall theme for their reading as it relates to covering our personal energy. Okay, it is the balancing act. I love that. Okay, and right now, it's a huge balancing act for all of us, right? And look, the number is 1-1. It's create. It's leadership. Leo, your sign, your card in the tarot is the strength card, right? You have the strength to walk through this as a leader, to let your life, let the way you handle it be an example to others, to being able to walk in your strength and your resolve. Okay, so let's see what it actually says. It says you're calm within, no matter the fluctuation of outer conditions. So if you're not feeling calm within, you do have it within your constitution, your personal constitution, to find that calmness. There's times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls up in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing, and now's the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord, and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused, and level path. Okay, so with that said, there's a lot that we can focus on right now that brings us out of balance, right? So that's the main reason that I'm doing these readings, because I feel like we all need to feel that balance in this topsy-turvy situation. So we're going to get some clarifiers on these energies. And remember, the first 2 are about covering your personal energy, and the last one is about your personal economy. So God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly as it relates to covering our personal energy for Leo. Clarify for us this conflict and defeat card, and clarify for us obstacles and challenges. And as it relates to patience and planning, please clarify for us with their personal economy. Why are we looking at patience and planning? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. I just want to make a note of things. This card is the same card. This is an oracle deck. This is John Holland's Psychic Tarot. It's an oracle deck. And that is, if you match it up with the tarot, is the Five of Swords, called Conflict and Defeat. And this is the Five of Wands, called Challenges and Obstacles. Okay. So now we're going to get the clarifiers. Clarifying conflict and defeat and covering your personal energy. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And also clarifying that, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Also, clarifying obstacles and challenges. Look, there you are, Leo, showing up in your own reading, strength. And then you have the Empress. Leo, you're a major factor in helping other people move forward in this situation. In your personal economy, you have patience and planning, and you're coming out with the King of Cups as a clarifier, and the Seven of Cups also as a clarifier. Okay, so digging into this message with conflict and defeat, I feel like what it's saying is that, you know, where our attention goes, our energy flows, right? So if we're helping others right now, we need to definitely make sure that we stay in we cover our personal energy before we do reach out in any way. And earlier, whenever I started the reading, I said, even before we look out at the situation, even before we look out at the news, the collective, what everybody else is saying about it, we need to cover our personal energy. And I feel like what they're saying here to you today, Leo, is that in your strength, because your strength card did come out as a clarifier in the next energy, in your strength, you have a lot of independence. You have a lot of maybe or maybe not financial independence, but abundance in your life, right? Financial, spiritual, emotional. You have this independent core. At your core, there's an independence in you. And then it shows that this right here is saying that there's something new is going to be birthed, right, into your reality. On the other side of all of this, that if we focus on this, we might tend to let this waver a little bit. Somebody said, don't you get so drained? I forgot who they were talking to. Don't you get so drained by the time you're done doing an energy healing or energy work with people? They weren't talking to me. They were talking to somebody in the group. And that person said, no, I don't, because I do my work before I go and help somebody else. It's kind of like the airline. They say, put your mask on before you help somebody else. So I feel like this is saying to ward off this possibility, because when we're helping other people, we can tend to feel defeated and dragged down if we don't take care of ourselves first. So Leo, take care of yourself, because you have this independent core about you that you cannot be touched, but you have to cover yourself to make sure that that doesn't happen. And then you have this right here where something brand new is going to be birthed in this whole situation. And then we have obstacles and challenges. You know, everybody around us, right? I would normally point this out as our spirit guides, right? These little orbs. But different people's energies around us can cause us to be tripped up if we're not taking care of ourselves first. So there's obstacles and challenges. There's like little landmines, because every thought that's ever been thought is hanging around out there somewhere. So whenever we do get out and run to the grocery store or the pharmacy or the bank or wherever, we have to be careful of what landmines we run into. When we do get on a call with a client or somebody like that, we have to be careful what landmines are out there. So we've got to take care of ourselves first. We have to stand in our strength. We have to stand in the core of who we are, because something new is being birthed in this whole situation for you, Leo. Again, I'm not putting my finger on it, but this is a double message for you, right? This is a severe time of change for you, where something new is coming into your reality. You're going to birth it. You're going to be the founder of it. You're going to be the one who brings this into your reality. It's going to be something that Spirit gives you. So it's very important that you keep yourself, cover your own personal energy. However that works for you, right? Because they're not telling you how. They're just making sure to tell you to do it. And for your personal economy, we have patience and planning. I feel like Spirit's saying, this king right here, okay, so the King of Cups, he is emotionally intelligent. He's not hung up on allowing emotions to slow him down. Like, he's compassionate. He's compassionate about everybody else's plight, but he doesn't let it penetrate his shield to make his own energy drop. He keeps it at bay if it's energy that's not beneficial to him, because he's really mature, right? So as he goes out into his economy, he's not worried about it because he comes from a place of love and compassion and help. So I feel like being patient at this time and being considerate of the needs of the people that you work with at this time is the most important part of whatever it is you're doing. And there's a lot of different avenues that you can go down with this. And I don't necessarily feel like Spirit's saying pick one, but I do feel like they're saying let one guide you and then let the others sprout from that, if that makes sense to you. So, and it's going to take patience on your part, because I feel like you're used to doing things like this. But whenever Spirit's guiding us, sometimes things aren't logical. So we have to be patient with that, whatever that is for you. That's a really exciting reading, actually. I feel like you're coming in strong as a leader in this situation. Okay. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our friends born under the sign of Leo. And thank you so much for showing us how they can cover their own energy. Actually, I feel like they showed us what it is you have to cover. And sometimes it's important for us to realize the value of what we have inside of us so that we can cover it. I feel like they're saying, you know what to do. You just need to know why you need to do it. And they obviously showed that very strongly. Okay. Show us the PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit. What is the PS for Leo as it relates to covering our personal energy? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly. What is the PS? Okay, so I feel like this goes right back to this patience and planning thing. There's going to be some things going on out there, and you're going to think, I can't possibly think what the next thing to do is. But again, whenever we cover our energy, whenever we keep that connection alive, we keep ourselves focused, we allow Spirit to show us one step at a time or two steps at a time. We might not know all 10 steps before the finish line, but each step that needs to be done next is going to be revealed when it needs to be done. And things are changing, right? And this again is another 5. So you have the 5 of Swords, you have the 5 of Wands, and here's the 5 of Cups. So there's lots of change going on for you right now. Again, you could allow your mind to trip you up, but you could also allow other people's thoughts and truths to trip you up if you're not taking care of yourself. You can allow the obstacles and challenges in your own life to trip you up, but you can also allow the obstacles and challenges of other people to trip you up. And Spirit's saying, Leo, this is who you are, right? You are the strength that walks other people through it. You are the birther of new ideas and new things. They show it twice, right? And now they're saying that things might not look the way they used to look. And that's true. And that can be emotional. But this cloak needs to come off. This idea about, well, this is how it worked when I did this. all that stuff is changing. So they're saying, take those cups that don't work for you anymore, cover them with this cloak. Release that heavy cloak from yourself and turn around and pick up these other 2 cups and walk on over into what Spirit's bringing you into, because this is something that's very, very different. But I just heard, but it's very in line with who you are. Okay, and there's the Hermit. So part of your, now I feel like they're giving you that advice or guidance about covering your energy. I feel like they're saying, go within and find your light. Find those things that really matter to you. Find those things that you would do even if nobody ever paid you, you would still do it. Find those things that make your heart sing and lead with that. Lead with that, because that is where Spirit's saying that is where the love is at. The love that you have to offer. And that's what people are going to be attracted to and respond to. So find that light within yourself so that it shines from inside to the outside. Okay? Leo, that is your reading for covering your own personal energy. Thank you so much for spending time with Spirit Mail. I love you guys so much. And until next time, go out and have a super duper day. Bye.